I was diagnosed with cancer, and I did find out that I had a lump inside my body in the right side of my breast. So when I was told that I had to go to Bombay to get my further treatment, considering that it is one of the best hospitals that India has, at that point of time, the fear that I had was leaving my child, who was still very small, who was only 7 months old, leaving him all alone. And I thought that cancer would be such that it would take my life away and therefore would leave my child without a mother. So that was one thing that scared me the most. And also a lot of other thoughts crossed my mind. Thoughts of uncertainty, thoughts of whether or not I can fund my cancer treatment. These are the fears that actually went through my mind. I remember that night after I got my first chemo, I just felt a sudden surge of loneliness in my life. And at that point of time, I remember that I looked at my sister. I didn't want to disturb her because she was taking care of me for the whole day. She was tired. And I was in a hotel room, and it was on the 8th floor, and just above was the top floor, which had a swimming pool as well. And then I remember that I just wanted to just go there, if not just dive in the swimming pool, or just jumped from on top of the building. That was one of the most scary suicidal thoughts that actually went through my mind. But at that time, I remember that there was only one person I had to turn to, and that was God. There was no one, especially when you are at that junction in your life where you don't know what's going to happen. So God was the only saving grace. At that time, I remembered a verse, and the verse said that the Lord is my shepherd. And I kind of prayed at that time, just chanted his name 2 hours. I didn't know what to say to God. I didn't know what to pray because it was such a scary thought, to wanting to end one's life. Somehow God flooded me with that sense of inner peace, and it was something which was so magical, because I remembered that it was 12:30 in the morning, and till about 2:30, after continuously chanting God's name, continuously asking God to help me, I just fell asleep. I just felt that inner peace within me. And the next day, I remember that this is the kind of feeling that I should be going on with life, by being mentally strong.
See, this much of hair just falls down. So it's time to go for a bald look.
So after that, I knew that God was my constant companion. And there's a saying that I always say, that God is good, because I got the help from two very, very, very good people in my life who I met from work. And I remember they said that they would help sponsor, and they would help pay for all of my medical expenses. So secondly is the fact that I had such a strong support from my family. I remember that God has sent his help with the help of friends. My friends had also contributed a lot. This is God's way of giving me the help. These are God's angels in my life, and therefore I am very thankful for God helping me in that way. After a long and arduous battle against cancer, I remembered my doctors telling me that I didn't have any more cancer cells in my body. They did prescribe me some more medications, which was part of the post-treatment. God has been so good, has been so merciful, that without his intervention, nothing would have been possible in my life. And I'm still alive, I'm mentally strong, I put my faith in God, and all that is due to the fact that God has been with me in every step of the way.